my channel. So today for you guys I have another Dollar Tree cube organizer, but this time with an enamel look to it. So it's that black and white decor that's pretty popular right now. It kind of reminds me of farmhouse decor, but also like its own type of decor. Last week I uploaded a farmhouse themed organizer, and I told you guys if we got that video to 10,000 thumbs up, I would upload this one this week. So if we could get this video to 10,000 thumbs up, I'll do another one, but this time it won't be farmhouse themed at all. Maybe I'll go with a more glam look to it. If that sounds like something you want to see, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I really hope you guys have been enjoying these cube organizers. It sucks because I want to keep them all, but I know I can't. The white one is actually going to my mother. My farmhouse themed one, I'm staring at it right now and I'm keeping that. Side note, try not to pay too much attention to my hands in this video. My hands, oh my gosh, they are going kooky from all the painting and just cleaning we've been doing at our new home. All the chemicals I've been using, my hands are just going crazy. And I had just gotten a manicure and you couldn't even tell. Like my nails are all beat up. My skin is just like peeling from the chemicals. And I've been using latex gloves. It's just a mess. Well, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Well, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Well, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell button so you're notified every single time that I upload. With that being said, let's begin the video.
From Dollar Tree, you can pick up these clear Sterilite crates. Now, this is the thing. I know a lot of you guys cannot find them. Walmart also carries them, and they're 97 cents each. And in this case, I am using the ones from Walmart because they come in different colors and I was able to find white ones. You'll find them in the school supply section of Dollar Tree as well as the school supply section of Walmart. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this quick cover contact paper from Dollar Tree. Now it has this black and white pattern to it, which is good for my enamel look. I really like the floral pattern on this, so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be cutting out pieces to fit the inside of my crates. Now I'm only going to be placing one on what would be the shelf part of each crate as well as the back of each crate. I only needed 2 rolls of contact paper. Depends what you want to do exactly. If you want the entire crate inside of it to be covered, well, you're going to need more than just 2 rolls. For the pieces of shelf liner that would be placed on what would be like the shelf of each crate, I was doing pieces that were 5.5 inches wide by 8 inches long. For the liner that was on the back of each crate, I did the same in terms of length. It was 8 inches, but for the width, it was 6.5 inches I cut the pieces out to be. Now, it depends how many crates you're using. You just want to cut enough for as many crates as you're using. So in my case, I used 15 crates, so I had to cut out 15 pieces for the shelf part and then for the backing part. Once everything is cut, you could start placing the liners inside of your crates. Not gonna lie, it's hard to do. My best suggestion is to just place it as best as you can and then call it a day. Don't try to smooth out all of the bubbles because the back of these surfaces aren't flat. It's not gonna lie flat. Before taking the back paper to show the adhesive of each shelf liner, I suggest placing the shelf liner inside of the crate first, making sure that it is the right measurement and cutting off any excess liner that you might have to. So in this case, you see me push it inside of there. I use my finger to figure out exactly where I needed to cut, and then I go ahead and cut it before I took the backing off to place it in the crate, just because sometimes you overcut, sometimes you undercut. Best to get the right measurements before trying to stick it inside and realizing, oh, I messed up, I have to do everything all over again. Now this time around, I decided just to put the contact paper directly on the crates. Normally when I do these organizers, I use foam board. The reason I use the foam board is because, like I said, these crates have a bunch of holes in them, so things might not lie properly, like the contact paper. Like I said, it lies a little funny because there are a bunch of holes. So I do recommend using foam board, but this time around I did not, just to show you guys how it is if you don't do it with the foam board. The next step I will be doing is taking zip ties to attach all the crates together. I recommend doing this because the crates don't snap together easily, so if you try to pick them up all at once, it isn't going to happen. It's going to fall apart on you, so use zip ties. The zip ties I'm using are clear zip ties from Dollar Tree. Now because I did not use foam board like I normally do, I couldn't attach the crates stacked up on each other like I normally do. Usually when I stack them on top of each other, I'm able to get the zip ties through, but because I put contact paper down, I can't do it unless I put a hole in the contact paper. So to work around that, what I did is I took my zip tie and I kind of loop it not all the way through, and then I wrap it around the little like circle things that are popping out of the side of the crates. So wherever two meet, I put some zip ties there and just tighten it up. You don't want to make it too tight, otherwise the crates start to like mess up on each other. You just make it tight enough that it isn't going to fall apart on you, and you want to do this to every crate that is stacked up on each other. Now when they're side by side, it's easier to do. You just loop the zip ties through the crates, but when you're trying to stack them on each other, it makes it harder for you to attach them because the contact paper is in the way. So that's why personally I like doing the foam board, but for this one I wanted to show you guys what happens if you don't use foam board, because I was getting a bunch of questions about like, do I have to use foam board? Do I have to use foam board? It's not necessary, but it's so much easier and I like it better. You can leave your crate just like this, but I was like, this is too simple. I mean, all I did was put some contact paper inside of there. So I decided to paint the outer edges of the crates with a black paint. And this gave it more of the enamel look. So I took some black paint, a makeup sponge I ripped in half from Dollar Tree, and I started to paint all the edges of the crates. The paint I'm using is Apple Barrel black paint that I got from Walmart. I think it was 57 cents or 67 cents. I forget which one it was. It's just a regular acrylic paint, nothing fancy. And I did have to do multiple layers to get the look that I wanted. Like I said, the crates have these little circle things that are popping up. So when you flip your cube organizer the right side up, you're going to have these little circle things that are popping out through the sides, and that makes it hard to put things on the very top of the cube organizer. So you want to put something flat up there so you can place things nicely on top of it. In the past, when I've done cube organizers before, I have used the Dollar Tree foam board to flatten that top up. If you're making a cube organizer the same size as I did, you're going to need at least 2 pieces of foam board, and then you're probably going to want to get some more contact paper to cover the foam board up. I really just recommend going to the hardware store. I went to Lowe's and got this 6-foot long, 5.5 inch wide piece of wood for $3.60, and I had them cut it down for me there to 47 inches long, and that's what I'm placing on the top of the cube organizer. It looks better, much more sturdier. I could get the foam board from Dollar Tree. I would have needed 2 pieces like I said. Then I would have needed contact paper. That's $3 right there. For 60 cents more, I was able to get an actual piece of wood, and I already had the stain at my house. But if you're just trying to use Dollar Tree products, like I said, you could get foam board, contact paper, and do it that way as well. The stain I'm using is called Ebony, and it is by Minwax. And after I've got it all stained and it's dried, I just place the piece of wood on top of the cube organizer. I will say this, the width is not perfect. There are other wider pieces you can get from Lowe's. This is what worked for me. And then I go ahead and fill my cube organizer up. I thought for this, my Rae Dunn collection would look really nice inside of it, so I just placed Rae Dunn stuff inside. You can leave your cube organizer as just this, but I wanted to try to give mine a little bit more of an enamel look to it, so I took a makeup sponge and I dipped it in black paint. Before I realized I probably should have messed with the makeup sponge a little bit more. You kind of want to remove the squareness to the makeup sponge so that when you stipple the paint on, it's not like getting a square shape to it consistently. So that's what I'm doing. I'm peeling off just the edging of the makeup sponge, and then you start to just dab on the makeup sponge. So it's called stippling. Just kind of pounce the brush around so you get this texture that kind of makes it look a little bit more like rustic, and like the paint's just kind of smearing everywhere. And that's what I did, just to try to see how it would look with the enamel look. And it doesn't look bad. It just depends on what you're going for. If you want a more clean look, if you want it to look a little bit more rustic, up to you. So that's it for this Dollar Tree enamel cube organizer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more cube organizers, and what kind of designs you would like to see me do. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.